What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my AGTube channel. If this is your first time, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Now that that's out of the way, let's get on with the video. So we've got pantomime. We've got the stand. We've got a pile of boy clothes that need to be lint brushed and put away. That's not what this video is about, though. You're going to be asking yourself, probably, Alex, what the heck is this video about? And I'm glad that you asked. This video is about Joe, the amazing, the perfectly awesome, the bright-eyed and bushy-haired Joe, and her birthday present that I ordered a couple weeks ago. It was, when I ordered it, the website said it was going to be back ordered until the end, sorry, it said it was going to, expected to ship by March 31st. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And then it literally showed up yesterday on March 1st. So that was a very pleasant surprise. Her birthday is actually not until April 29th, but I don't really want to have this massive box just sitting around my room or my house for the next 2 months. So we're just going to unbox it, build it, and she's going to get it like 2 months early, but it's going to be great. So in addition to the birthday present for Joe, the other new thing that I have to show you guys, I'm not trying to make this like an unboxing or like just a new crap that I got video or channel, but right now that's like all that I have the mental capacity and the energy for, unfortunately. So that being said, so we've got the thing for Joe, and then we've got the last Christmas present that I received from Christmas 2024, and I got it. My sister and her boyfriend found it for me at Goodwill, and she found it, he paid for it, and so I finally have, after, God, close to almost 20 years since the movie and everything came out, and American Girl released the theater seats. So I finally have the theater seats. If you've been watching my channel for any period of time, you know that I am an insane theater kid. I work in live theater, and it is what consumes most of my time and thought process and energy, besides American Girl and just like trying to survive in this horrible anti-Semitic world. And so I finally have them. I've wanted them. They're a little stained, they're a little beat up, but not horrible. They're like in really good condition, actually. And so they were like, you're gonna need to clean them up, and I was like, I can do that, no problem. Like, these are in incredible shape. So I'm really excited to have these. My ultimate dream, and in case you don't have these, this part is metal, the rest is plastic backing with padded velvet seats that flip up, plastic, perfection. They found this for $10, by the way. So I was just like, what? I couldn't believe it. I've wanted these, like I said, since the Molly movie came out, and they were so expensive back then, and they're pretty expensive now on the secondhand market, because most of the eBay listings you need to pay for shipping, and it's kind of big, it's kind of heavy, so they kind of run a lot for a piece. My ultimate dream is to get like 9 to 19 more of them and do a staggered seating, down to a massive American Girl size Lego stage. A stage made completely out of Lego. And I think that would just be hilarious and awesome and so cool, because back in my teenage years, when it was me and my two younger sisters playing and making up stories for our dolls, my doll was Joe. And in her story, one of her two older sisters, Felicity and Jocelyn, who was my first American Girl doll, number 19.2, whom I got Heather to replace. Recently, I've decided though that Heather and Joe are twins. So her name is, I changed. So when I got this doll, I named her Heather instead of Jocelyn because Jocelyn was my original 19.2 from fifth grade. And I didn't feel right naming her Jocelyn, but now that they're twins, Josephette and Jocelyn just sound so much better than Josephette and Heather to me. So this is Jocelyn, 2.0 now, Jocelyn 2.0, and yeah, and she's Joe's twin. But anyways, back in the teenage years, the story went so that Joe and Felicity were my original two. They were like Joe's older sisters who were out of the picture. They were like grown up, and Felicity worked as a gardener for like this really, really rich lady who had a massive estate. And when she died, she left it all to Felicity and all of her money and everything. And it was like this big thing. So anyway, so Felicity gave Joe a little nest egg to do something really like to secure her future and lock down, like, you know, start a college fund or something like that. And Joe in the story, mind you, okay, this is like teenagers making up BS stories about their dolls. But so then in the story, Joe took the money and built a theater on top of our existing home and had this massive theater that was like twice the size of our house, defying the laws of physics, plopped on top of our house. And it was really inconvenient for Kit, who is Joe's younger sister, because we read the Kit books and I was really inspired by them. So then I took part of the Kit stories from my Kit doll, and so my Kit, her room was also in the attic. So then she had this freaking live theater doing performances 7 nights a week because Joe's insane, all night long, keeping her up. And so the newspaper suffered greatly. There was a lot. At one point, Kit accidentally rode out into traffic. It was a big thing. There was a lot of drama in our teenage angsty doll stories. Anyways, now I have these seats. That was a tangent. But yes, so I have the seats now. 19 more to go, and an entire room to accommodate an American Girl theater that I don't have. So yes, super excited to have those finally. And let's get on to the big box that is Joe's new bed. So I don't think this is going to be in like a retail box. I think it's just going to be in the shipping box, but we'll see. American Girl was having that like big flash sale for like all of February, and so this is one of the items included. And so right now, so Joe has the most that she's ever had in her whole doll life of almost 20 years in April. When I got her, it was right before my family suffered like our own little Great Depression because my dad lost his job and it was hard times. And so Joe had an Our Generation chair and a bed that was made out of her box for the longest time, and then she just had the chair, and then she just had the place on my bed as like I was growing up and was using the space for other things. And so I always wanted to get her a real American Girl bed. Right now she has her chair is American Girl. It's the gamer chair. And her bed is Journey Girls. And it's nice. I got it brand new. I got it for a steal. I got it for like $18 on Amazon, and it's like a $45 bed or something like that. It was just one of those weird random sales that Amazon was having. And so there's like peanuts. So she still doesn't have an actual American Girl bed. And so I had these rewards and it was on sale, and I was like, I had never even considered that bed for Joe, but it is very Joe. when you think about it. So, little hiccupy. Sorry. Let me give you a quick look at her Journey Girl bed, because it's perfect. It really is. It's a day bed. It's nice. The color scheme of the bedding is great. It's perfectly on theme for Jo, and the socks that came with her meet outfit that I've always kind of considered to be her color scheme. And so it really was just like all the nails on all the heads, and it was perfection. But then, that want is still there. And I really wanted to get her the AG Hotel, the old like black and white one that was really like Plaza inspired. But it's such a big piece, and I have Corinne's room that I literally have just still folded up. I have it unboxed, but I haven't opened anything in it. It's just everything is still packaged inside of the folded up unit next to the desk. I have nowhere for it. So the hotel was just kind of out of the question. I saw this piece and I was like, it's so big, it's so ridiculous, but it's kind of perfect for Jo, so let's just do it. So yeah, so this is her current bed setup. It's pink, it's purple. Sorry, I was trying to get the there was a blue mattress too, but I've got it on a different bed. So it came with that's American Girl, but it came with that pillow, and it's very pink, blue, purple, and pink, and more pink. And it's nice, it's great. It serves its purpose, but and then Heather's got an Our Generation. Well, Jocelyn has got this Our Generation day bed that's really cute too, that my mom got and didn't really have anywhere for it. So she asked me if I wanted it, and I said, heck yeah. And so now Heather has the room set up that kind of expanded from Jo's. And Jo has her vanity. Heather has her desk and her chair that itty bitty baby Jenny and itty bitty baby Hattie are currently playing with the bitty bear on. And Mackie is playing with Coconut. This is not supposed to be here. This was in a bag that I found the cats had pulled out. So that's awesome. But anyways, I feel like I'm everywhere in this video right now. Anyways, so let's get on with it. Try to get some of these peanuts out of the way. I don't want to go get another bag just for these. Give me a second. Okay, from that box we produced that box, and from that box we'll see what's in it. Let me get the stack of clothes out of the way real quick. All right, we're set up on the desk now. Let me get you. All right, I hope that's a good angle into this. I wasn't sure about building this on camera, and then I was like, heck, why not? Let's do it. I've had dumber ideas, so what could it be? And I wasn't going to do this once again, and then I kind of searched it on YouTube, and I found a couple from like 5+ years ago, and there were only 2 or 3 of them, and they were filmed by children. So I figured, you know what, let's do this. Let's unbox Julie's bed and put it together on camera. So we've got a bag of bedding, the mattress, bedspread. I don't know if it comes with sheets or not. Little pillows. Got a bag of hardware. Little instructions, I think, or is this just like a... No, it is instructions. Cool beans. Okay. I was worried that I was going to have to attach the curtains, but they're actually, it looks like they're already attached. Alright. Get this out of here. Ooh, it smells like new IKEA. like pressboard furniture. 90% of my furniture in our house is IKEA, so, well, that's an exaggeration now, but it used to be true. Literally everything in this front room used to be IKEA except for the desk, so huge fan. of that tacky mod furniture. A single dad, newly divorced look, as the kids are calling it these days. But I don't care. I like it. Anyways. It's funny, years ago I got into like collecting IKEA as almost a substitute for like my American Girl obsession in my youth. And now here we are with American Girl that smells like IKEA. So it's got the top with the beads already installed. It's very fun, very festive, very creative. There's probably a better way I could be doing this, but here we are. Got one side. Joe, close your eyes. You're not supposed to be seeing any of this. Last year for her birthday, she got the car, so I really wasn't sure what I could do to top that for her 20th. It probably should have gone reverse, but the deals worked out to where this was cheaper this year than the car. Well, I don't know if it was cheaper than the car. It was definitely cheaper than the car, but I feel like the percentage off on this last year wasn't all that great. Whereas the car I got for like half off, essentially. Or over half off. And yeah, I couldn't pass it up. I almost never use it. I think I've turned it on like twice since I got it. It's pretty much just sitting there collecting dust, and it's got like the mini American Girl store bags in it. So some could almost say it was a waste of a purchase, but I'm glad that I have it. I really want to get the red one still, even though I never use the pink one that I have. We've got the board. Whoa. It just knocked Heather's glasses right off her face. Jocelyn Heather. Anyways, let's just put these off. It's a hazard now. I was worried about this bed fitting where I knocked over the cat food. I was worried about this bed fitting where Joe's current bed is when I first ordered it, but I'm not as worried now because it really doesn't seem like it's all that much bigger, honestly. But after the shock of Corinne's bedroom, I really wasn't sure what to expect, kind of. All right, so we're gonna take one of these. Do a little thing. Right in there. And those go in. Cool. Not bad. All right. I hope everybody had a great Sunday. It's well, it's technically Monday morning now, but who's counting, right? All right. Interesting. So it looks like these actually go on the sides. Give me 1 second. Let's figure this out. All right, so I got one side in. For anybody wondering, the hardware comes. You gotta take the. Sorry, let me get that. This part comes off. You just kind of unscrew that out. All right. One of these days. Okay, and then once it's apart, you can take it, and there's this little hole right here. There's one on this side, there's one down here, and one down here. And just pop it in, little hole going up so that the screw can just lock right into it when it comes down. I'm gonna pop that in. There's a little Allen wrench. And let's see. And that just locks in beautifully. You're halfway done. Well, I'm halfway done. But this side, same thing. Got the two little holes, and it's got these little pegs. And you're going to pop the peg in the top hole to maybe lock it in. If I was cooler or better with editing, I would time lapse all this, but I'm not. So here we are. Same thing. And I should mention that. So it's got a screw side and a flat side. And it goes flat side in so that if you need to adjust it, you can take the other end of the Allen wrench. It's got the Phillips head screwdriver on it. And you can actually turn that, which I had to do. The first one I did because, yeah, it just wouldn't line up. And so I had to keep turning it until it would lock in already. But down the hatch, tighten it up. I've spent like the past couple days on eBay and image searching different Truly Me and Girl of Today beds because I want to get an American Girl bed for Jocelyn. That being said, the bed that she has is actually so ridiculously perfect for her and her personality that it's almost ridiculous to get her a new one. But I do want an actual AG bed for her just because I'm just that kind of snob. I never had it as a kid, so I'm buying it now. And there's nothing wrong with that. And so now you've got the actual bed part. Oh, sorry. You just got knocked in the face. Built. I really should get an actual tripod for my camera, for my phone, but sorry. Just back you up just a little bit. Yeah, that's better, right? Okay, so then this kind of pops right on. And I'm assuming it's the same thing because you've got an even tinier version of the ones that I was just doing. So, long way. But yeah, I did find a couple beds that I thought might be good for Heather. Jocelyn, Heather. And might get for her eventually, maybe for Christmas. The top one being Rebecca's first bed. I think it's just so funny and over the top, kind of, that I really do think it would be like, it's not funny and over the top for Rebecca in the time period, but for Heather, for Jocelyn, I think it's a little almost much, and so that's why it's kind of perfect for her, because I'm still trying to figure out her character a bit more. She's a hairstylist, I know that much, and she is slightly sassy, but she's a lot more humble than Joe is. Not that Joe's a snob or like a complete ham, but she knows, and that's the problem, right? Is that she knows what she is and what she brings to the table, and so that can get kind of messy sometimes. But Heart of Gold, completely joking, and this is more PG-13, and it's a reference to Ride the Cyclone, the musical Ride the Cyclone, but a hooker with a heart of black charcoal. No, I'm kidding, Joe. And so, but yeah, so Heather, Jocelyn, I feel like she'll come into her personality a bit more when I settle on a name for her finally after 2 years. But oh god, I got her. She was the first. I think she was like the first or second eBay doll that I got. after I got into collecting, after I got Sasha. And so yeah, so the two beds that I found that really resonated, I felt like for her, are the Rebecca's first bed, and there was a Girl of Today bed. I had actually never seen it, or don't recall seeing it until super recently. Christy from AG Takes Over posted a video, and it was in the background, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." I didn't realize it was a little, like, it had a half canopy on it, like very very small, minimal canopy, and I think it's like mint green, kind of like a very pale green. The bedding set that came with it, I thought was just kind of fugly. To be dead honest, I'm not a fan of the bedding set that comes with it, which is fine because it's actually a lot cheaper to buy the bed on eBay without the bedding. So if I get it for her, I'm just gonna save the bedding that's on her current bed because I feel like it's perfect for her. But yeah, there was a Truly Me bed from a couple years ago that has a slight canopy to it that I think I might get for Heather. Why are you not wanting to light up? Okay, I think. This is what I'm talking about. You kind of gotta go in and make sure that it's lined up perfectly. So definitely make sure to give yourself access to that screw head so that you can go in and turn it if you need to get the screw to actually lock into it. And that wasn't it either. All right. That's the whole thing plummets off the desk. This last one's just being really difficult. I think, there we go. I think we got it. Yeah, it's being difficult to go in. It's taking, like, the other ones went in like butter on hot toast, but this one's just like going against the grain almost. Okay, there we go. She's finally in. And then the last thing that it came with is 4 of these little caps. I don't know why I didn't come with ones for up here because that's really unfinished. You can actually see that, whereas it's for the holes down here from where you screwed this in. I'm so sorry if I'm making anyone motion sick. But this is the kind of unprofessionalism you've come to expect from me by now, I assume. Why should we change the formula now? All right. Flip this guy. These caps in. This. Bing, bang, boom. That's nice. That's sturdy. So the bed I was talking about, the Girl of Today, Truly Me canopy, it's got a metal frame, and it's got the metal slats here. But I don't think it has this board. And I was like, that's going to be bad for Heather because the cats, if I don't have all of this, these little, the mini AGs and the toys and the pillows and everything, I mess up all of Heather's stuff. If I don't have all that crap on her bed, the cats will lay on it. And so I mess it all up. And so it's got to have that board to... Pantomime would love this. It's going to have that board to make sure that the cat's chunky little butts don't go right through it. All right. Nice. Also, it should be noted that originally Heather's room was just the bed and the desk, and it was on the floor in front of the closet that Joe's room was on. But I had to move everything every time I wanted to get into the bottom drawer that has the Bitty Baby and Willy Wisher clothes in it. So that was a pain in the butt and why I moved her up here, even though I didn't want to give my desk over to the dolls. Here we are. All right. This is cool. This is very fun, very festive, very Joe. Very I Dream of Jeannie. I Dream of Joe. Oh! Oh! Oh, oh, oh. Genius. It's got the canopy to cover the top. Duh. Alright. It's all adding up now. It's all making sense. This is reversible? I don't know if we're going to use it like this though. Alright. Hang up with? Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very cool. Very demure. All that jazz. Nice. Oh, Joe. I have always, like I said, I always wanted like a real American Girl bed. I wanted one for Jocelyn, my original Jocelyn. I wanted one for all my dolls. I wanted Kit's really bad. But I didn't like Kit's original bedding. I definitely prefer that like geometric faux quilt look that they gave her for her re-release. For the bedding re-release or whatever. When the movie came out. I liked that bedding so much more than the original one with the palms, little palms on it. I mean, it kind of makes sense if you want to go for random junk that you're finding in an attic, I guess, during the Great Depression. But it just never looked comfortable to me. Personally, I wouldn't want to sleep on that. Nice. So there's Julie's bed. In all of its hippie, I Dream of Jeannie, Christina Aguilera glory. Let's get it over there. Fool that I am. Spoke entirely too soon. And naturally, one for visual effect here, so you can see how perfectly it just does not fit in there, folks. Like, not with actually being on the platform. So that being said, with it being 1:30 in the morning now, I have no desire to pull out everything that I need to raise that shelf up all of 1/2 an inch to clear the ruddy bed. So I will be back in the morning, which will just be a mere couple seconds for you. But yeah, I'm gonna give it over to this guy. What's up, YouTube? Look, it's tomorrow. I put on the same shirt and hat for consistency, but I'm finally gonna get that shelf moved up just like 1/2 an inch and get Joe's bed situated. So I can't wait to get her room done. And yeah, it's gonna be great. All right, so it technically fits. There's barely any room in between. And I'm gonna need to figure out some, give me 1 second here. So Joe's room is technically on this plastic dresser that's got a top like that. So it is not all that functional, and it's not all that deep either. So I've got these two wooden press bar shelves on it, but now I need to figure out some way of supporting it because the old bed rested like right there, so it would hold them together essentially. But this one pushes it back. So I'm gonna need to find something to put under there for supports so that her bed can be all the way back. Unfortunately, she doesn't have enough room for the chair, so I'm gonna have to figure out something else to kind of put here to create a ledge for the chair to go on, which will be even more hazardous, but you know, here we go. I've got all these like faux ledges like this to extend it so that this chair can sit here, and this up here to make it so I'm not like new to this or anything. I just need to find something to improvise it now, so we'll see what we do. But that's Joe's new bed. I'm so excited, guys. Like, yep. There we go. All right, so this is what we're gonna try to do. I kind of looked around. I don't really have much to work with, but I did find these two paint stirrers. So we're gonna drill little holes and then screw them in and hope that it creates enough of a support. So let's go. Boom. Pew, 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 pew. He's attached now. I don't know how necessarily solid it is, but they're attached. So hopefully be good to go. Limited edition girls are back in place. The tchotchkes are back in place. I don't think I'm putting this stuff back up there. It just looked kind of cluttered. All right, and let's see if she is. Still getting caught on the dang shelf. Oh well. It's good enough, right? At least it's not like splitting and trying to flip back. Good enough, we'll take it. Ba-na-na-na. So naturally, we had to get her Christmas lights up because Joe is a star. Alright, so there's no room for her chair currently until I figure out something, like I said, to kind of extend that area. But right now, this is what we've got going. This is what she's got. She's got her little Samantha on her donut pillow and Kirsten kind of propped up so they don't fall. There she is with her little Julie and her dogs, Chowsy and Chanel. And yeah, Joe's new bed. Happy birthday, Joe. Happy 20th. Early 20th. But yeah. Alright. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of all over the place and insane. I'm really glad I didn't try to finish this out last night with how much was left to go. But yeah, anyways, we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, and take care of yourselves. Bye, guys.